What's up, dirty nerdies? Something that I'm really digging into right now, and I'm curious to know if you've used this for story structure, is the sequence method. It's like a block method of telling stories as opposed to the traditional 3-act structure or the hero's journey, which they fit into this, but I'm totally nerding out on this and trying to, I think it's giving me language to something that I've been craving, a different way of thinking about storytelling. And the sequence method essentially is super simple. All it is every feature film can be broken down into 8 sequences, which are essentially 8 mini stories that each have their own hero and setup, tension, rising action, and resolution. So a good example is Shrek, right? So like at the very beginning, the hero setup is Shrek chilling in his swamp. Then Lord Farquaad basically sends all of the magical creatures of the world to go take over his swamp, or at least they escape there, which is the tension. Then the rising action is him being frustrated with everybody. And then the resolution is him marching out to go confront Farquaad. So that has all the elements of a story right there. And if you break down the entire movie, there's 8 blocks of that. So right now I'm loving playing around with this and seeing how it applies to documentary filmmaking. And even if you do complicated stories, like Dunkirk, for example. Dunkirk has 3 storylines that braid together and don't perfectly intersect. Even the characters don't even meet each other, but they all have the same goal. But if you break it down, each one of these characters has their own little block of story. You put them in a row, and then by the end they braid together and they connect that way. Same with like Inglourious Bastards. In fact, in Inglourious Bastards, there's 2 parallel storylines that braid together, and those characters never meet each other as well, which has this really beautiful, rich, complicated tapestry feel, except